The rarest animal crossings in the world. Jaglion. This photo was taken by Mary just after she discovered the jaglions. In the photo are Lola, the mom, Tsunami with her, and the dark spot in the foreground is Jazara. It was very cold and Lola had abandoned Jazara, who was barely breathing. Happy ending though. The kids are beautiful and healthy and turned 7 years old. A hybrid is most often sterile and cannot produce offspring of its own. The birth of jaglions at Bear Creek Wildlife Sanctuary was a surprise to say the very least. Bear Creek Wildlife Sanctuary does not breed animals and does everything possible to ensure the animals do not reproduce on their own. This doesn't always work. In the case of the jaglion's parents, Lola and Diablo, every precaution was taken. A great many people didn't think it was even possible for Lola to conceive, but nonetheless, she was separated from Diablo each time she came into estrus. Lola and Diablo were permanently separated in 2012. They still share a fence and communicate daily. Lola is happy and healthy. Tsunami and Jazara might be the only jaglions in the world. They're beautiful, perfect, healthy, and active. It seems nature knows its stuff. Leopon. Leopon is the hybrid offspring of a male leopard and a female lion. The head of the animal is similar to that of a lion, while the rest of the body carries similarities to leopards. These hybrids are produced in captivity and are unlikely to occur in the wild. The first documented leopon was bred at Kolhapur, India in 1910. Its skin was sent to Reginald Innes Pocock by Walter Samuel Mullard, the secretary of the Bombay Natural History Society. It was a cross between a large leopard and a lioness. 2 cubs were born, one of which died aged 2.5 months, and the other was still living when Pocock described it in 1912. Based on the data from the Japanese cats, at the Nishinomiya City Zoo, leopons are larger than leopards and combine features from the leopard and lioness. They have brown rather than black spots and tufted tails. They climb like leopards and seem to enjoy water, also like the leopard. Male leopons may have sparse manes, about 20 centimeters long. Liger. The liger is a hybrid offspring of a male lion and a female tiger. The liger has parents in the same genus but of different species. The liger is distinct from the similar hybrid called the tigon and is the largest of all known extant felines. They enjoy swimming, which is a characteristic of tigers, and are very sociable like lions. Notably, ligers typically grow larger than either parent species, unlike tigons. The history of lion-tiger hybrids dates to at least the early 19th century in India. In 1798, Etienne Geoffroy St. Hilaire (1772 to 1844) made a color plate of the offspring of a lion and a tiger. The liger is often believed to be the largest known cat in the world. Males reach a total length of 3 to 3.6 meters, which is 9.8 to 11.8 feet, which means that they rival even large male lions and tigers in length. Imprinted genes may be a factor contributing to the large size of ligers. In 1825, G.B. Whitaker made an engraving of liger cubs born in 1824. The parents and their 3 liger offspring are also depicted with their trainer in a 19th century painting in the naive style. 2 liger cubs born in 1837 were exhibited to King William IV and his successor, Queen Victoria. On the 14th of December, 1900, and on the 31st of May, 1901, Carl Hagenbeck wrote to zoologist James Cosser Ewart with details and photographs of ligers born at the Hagenbeck's Tier Park in Hamburg in 1897. Coyote. The eastern United States, long deprived of its native wolves, has a new large predator, a hybrid of wolves, coyotes, and domestic dogs. The Economist reports, these wolves, which can be twice the size of coyotes, are thought to be in the number in the millions, zoologist Roland Kayes told The Economist. In some ways, they're a mix of wolf and coyote. For example, their howl starts deep and ends in coyote-like yips, but their flexible diet and nocturnal habits are unlike those of either wild ancestor. Such behaviors may help explain why coy wolves are thriving in urban areas, even in cities like New York and Boston. Sheep-goat hybrid. A sheep-goat hybrid is the offspring of a sheep and a goat. While sheep and goats are similar and can be mated, they belong to different genera in the subfamily Caprinae in the family Bovidae. Sheep belong to the genus Ovis and have 54 chromosomes, while goats belong to the genus Capra and have 60 chromosomes. The offspring of a sheep-goat pairing is generally stillborn. Despite widespread shared pasturing of goats and sheep, hybrids are very rare, indicating the genetic distance between the two species. They're not to be confused with sheep-goat chimera, which are artificially created by combining the embryos of a goat and a sheep. In France, natural mating of a doe with a ram produced a female hybrid carrying 57 chromosomes. This animal back-crossed in the Veterinary College of Nantes to a ram delivered a stillborn and a living male offspring with 54 chromosomes. In March 2014, a buck-ewe hybrid was born on a farm in Göttingen in Germany. Also in March 2014, a male buck-ewe hybrid was born in Ireland. Pizzly. A grizzly polar bear hybrid, also named growler bear or pizzly bear, zebra bear, grizzler, and nanolok, is a rare ursid hybrid that has occurred both in captivity and in the wild. In 2006, the occurrence of this hybrid in nature was confirmed by testing the DNA of a unique-looking bear that had been shot near Saxe Harbor, Northwest Territories, on Banks Island in the Canadian Arctic. The number of confirmed hybrids has since risen to 8, all of them descending from the same female polar bear. Possible wild-bred polar grizzly bear hybrids have been reported and shot in the past, but DNA tests were not available to verify the bear's ancestry.